I'm a mum and I'm in my 40s and I'm like, I just don't care like that. This record is, it's quite a special one for me. I feel like it's the best thing I've ever done. I just want to know about your record, actually.
Yeah, I'm proud of it. It just came out. It's my first full album of originals in 15 years. I was like out for the count for 15 years. I wasn't gagging to get back in there, but it's nice to have a new album that's independent and just doing things in my own way and in my own time.
Yeah,
I love you.
Yeah, I love you too.
Love you.
Feelings mutual.
Oh no, that's
you should be my metal band.
Yeah, fully. Yeah. Absolutely. But
I could do guitarmonies.
Guitarmonies,
yeah. I'm 12 years sober, embracing that old side of me and then embracing this new side of me, which is like I'm finally comfortable in who I am. And I got told I was too old when I was in my 20s and I had to lie about my age. I got told I couldn't be gay. We've never actually had a sit down.
Yeah.
Like it's always in like a big sort of setting or like in some sort of gig or something.
The first time I met you, it was my going away party because I was moving overseas, and I just loved your whole vibe straight away, and I just could tell by the way they cared for you. They had so much respect for you. Is there something that you wish you'd known back then?
Yes, there is actually, and I think about this a lot.
If you grew up in Aotearoa, New Zealand, chances are these two artists soundtracked entire chapters of your life. Bic Runga is one of the most celebrated musicians in New Zealand history. She's won more New Zealand Music Awards than any other individual artist. She's been inducted into the New Zealand Music Hall of Fame, and her songs like Sway, Drive, and Get Some Sleep have become part of the country's cultural DNA. Sway exported her music across the world, finding new audiences through major film and TV syncs, including an iconic feature in American Pie, and helping turn a Kiwi hit into a global cult favorite. Her albums have sold millions. Her songwriting has been recognized at the highest level, and nearly 3 decades into her career, she's still creating some of the most beautiful music of her life. Then there's Ladyhawke. When Pip Brown exploded onto the global stage with her songs My Delirium and Paris is Burning and her self-titled debut album, she became one of the few artists from this corner of the world to genuinely break through internationally. Her music dominated radio, festivals, and dance floors, earning 6 New Zealand Music Awards and 2 ARIA Awards in one extraordinary year, all before a Brit Award nomination confirmed just how far Ladyhawke had travelled from home. Together, these two artists have navigated fame, reinvention, motherhood, creativity, introspection, and an ever-changing music industry, all while staying completely true to themselves. In this episode of Glow Stories, Beck and Pip reflect on the pressures that came with early success, the realities of making music at your own speed in your own way, and why we may see them start a metal band together in the near future. This is Glow Stories with Bic Runga and Ladyhawke.
G'day, Beck.
Hi.
How are you?
Pip. Yeah, I'm great.
This is so nice.
I know. I love you.
Yeah, I love you too.
I love you so much. I think you're just, wow.
No, the feeling's mutual.
Oh, no, that's cool.
Yeah. It's. I was just saying, it's like you and I have we've spoken a lot, but it's always around millions of other people.
Yeah.
Like we've never actually had a sit down.
Yeah.
Like it's always in like a big sort of setting or like in a, I don't know,
Yeah.
some sort of gig or something.
Right.
Yeah, the times I've seen you, we've chatted. Yeah, so this is nice.
Yeah. So I met you, the first time I met you, it was my going away party because I was moving overseas, and the Datsons brought this cool chick with them from this band called Two Lane Blacktop, and I was like, who's that cool chick? And it was you. And I just loved your whole vibe straight away, and I just could tell by the way they cared for you. They had so much respect for you. I just thought you're like one of those cool chicks that's kind of like, I don't know, just I knew you were a really good guitarist. That's what I knew of you, and that, and that you were friends with those guys. And anyway, that's how we know each other, but we don't know each other really well.
Yeah, no, I remember that night because I was like, but we'd been somewhere else beforehand. I feel like maybe it was a D4 show or something.
Yeah,
there was a rock show beforehand, and then and they were like, for some reason my memory, I thought it was your birthday, but it was your going away party.
Yeah, that's right.
So they were like, it's Bic Runga's party, like, you gotta come. And I was like a massive fan. So I was like,
oh really?
What?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I really didn't.
I'm super shy.
I didn't catch that part.
No,
actually.
I'm like I'm so shy. Like, for example, I was in an elevator once with Joan Jett, and I couldn't.
Oh wow.
Who's one of my heroes? I was like looking at the floor.
That's crazy.
I didn't say a thing. Anyway,
wow.
Yeah, so that night, I've never forgotten. I've told many people that story.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
That's a bit like me in that, like, if I think someone's cool, I leave them alone.
Yeah,
you know
me too.
I mean?
Yeah, I just don't want to, like, stumble over my own words. I can be like, very awkward, and
That's funny.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I feel a little bit like unsure of what's gonna come out of my mouth.
Oh,
yeah,
that's funny.
I could tell you about some sort of like hyper interest of mine, like, you know.
Yeah, cool. No, that sounds like something I'd be interested in, actually. What is your hyper interest?
Oh my god.
Today. Or this week.
I guess it's like one of the more well-known hyper interests is gaming for me.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah, gaming is huge.
Cool.
I've collected gaming consoles for 20 plus years, and old gaming cartridges and handheld game, like everything from Sega Game Gear to Atari, Lynx, Game Boys, DS's, the SNES Super Nintendo system, Nintendo Entertainment System, Sega Genesis, Mega Drive, everything you can think of. I have pristine in its box.
Wow.
Like displayed in my studio at home.
Far out.
Yeah, I've even got a Philips Explorer space helmet TV, which is like this old school TV where it had a visor and it's kind of shaped like a space helmet, and you lift up the space helmet. You can either have it with the visor up or the visor down. You can watch it either way.
Is it like from the 80s?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
Yeah, so it's like red and black,
childhood,
kind of orange and black. Yeah. But
wow.
Yeah, so those are my hyper.
Far out.
I get very fixated on that sort of thing.
Do you have any friends that are into that with you, or is that like a lone?
I had to find them. I started during the pandemic, actually, quite a lot. Like a lot of people, I started streaming on Twitch.
Yes.
And I just thought I love playing games, so I had a PC set up at a PlayStation. So I was like, I'll do a cross between PC gaming and PlayStation, and I started a Discord, and in the Discord I just met a whole community of gamers, and there was this crossover of Ladyhawke fans and gamers.
Wow, how awesome.
Who I've since met all over the world. Like they all came to my stream because they were Ladyhawke fans and gamers.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
that is
and
so
it's
great.
It's been a really great way for me to connect with
That's awesome.
like-minded people and fans of music. So yeah. Do you have hyper interests?
Do I have hyper interest? I'm interested in everything.
Yeah.
I mean, just like I can go down rabbit holes of all sorts of things.
Me too.
You know, there nothing like gaming, probably more like ideas. I don't know, just I mean, YouTube and Instagram will waste me, you know, like
I was talking about this morning, like I get on it's like I'll do one task because I have to assign myself a task, otherwise it's really hard for me to get basic human things done during the day because my brain is just like gets so overwhelmed. So I'll be like, okay, Pip, today you have to clean the kitchen.
Yeah.
So that'll be my one thing.
That's
and then
cool.
I reward myself with Instagram, but then I'm just like, I can't stop. And I'm like, to the point where I've got my glasses on, I'm like, I need to be able to see better, you know?
Yeah, no, they really got us in a stranglehold because it is really addictive. But then sometimes, you know, you see like some interview from like Marvin Gaye from, 20 years, 30 years ago, and you're just like, this is so great. You know, this would not have come in my world had I not been,
Yeah.
But whatever, it's good and bad. Yeah.
I know. I found myself watching this guy. He's like an American dude who's he's like a physical therapist, and he's been counting down Trump's death. He's basically like he's got frontal temporal lobe dementia, and he's like
he's analysing his health.
He's analysing his health, and he's like, I deal with these patients all the time, and so every day he's like, I reckon he's got this amount of time before they what is it, the 25th Amendment or whatever, or he leaves the land of the living. And, and I keep thinking, I don't want to miss, so I'm like, I check.
That's pretty extra.
It's so extra.
That hasn't come into my world.
No, I have a lot
feed.
of weird stuff like that in mine. Yeah, so that's something that I'm like, I don't want to miss like one day. I don't want to miss one of his updates.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. Far out.
Yeah.
Hey, so tell me about your new album. You finished one.
Yes,
I have.
You've
got one in the can.
I do. It's all mastered and ready to go. It's called Acid. I actually haven't talked about it anywhere. So yeah.
Wow.
So that's
cool. This
record is it's quite a special one for me. I feel like it's the best thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
And it's basically like, for me, Acid is like, it means a few things. Like, the feeling in the back of your throat when you're just like a combination of revved up, sort of angry, anxious, like you taste it, it's like this feeling that I can't describe. And then also the sentiment of a battery that has acid, and I kind of turned myself into this like Energizer bunny that never gives up,
right.
Like no matter what life throws at me, the battery never depletes. Like,
wow.
So this record is kind of that. It's like this, it's a bit of a high energy, almost like a rebirth, I think, of myself, and embracing who I was in the past, because I'm 12 years sober. So
wow.
embracing that old side of me that really lived life to the fullest and to the extreme, and then embracing this new side of me, which is like I'm finally comfortable in who I am, and I'm a mum, and I'm in my 40s, and I'm like, you know what, like our generation was, I got told I was too old when I was in my 20s, and I had to lie about my age.
Oh wow.
I got told I couldn't be gay, I couldn't like be seen with my girlfriend at the time, like all that sort of stuff.
Man.
And now I'm like at this calm sort of center in my life where like I don't feel any of those things anymore.
Totally.
I just don't care like that. Fully. I'm just like, I just want to do my thing and like make music and share this journey. Anyway, so that's cool. The long blurb for what my record is like.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's quite dancey.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm Kaylee Bell. This is Glow. All Kiwi, all Aussie, all good.
So not LSD.
No, but I think there are hints to that. There's like, I think people will listen to it and be able to, because there's definitely nods to my past of like, being in clubs and like just letting go and just feeling free and young and like just absolutely letting go and feeling everything,
cool.
all the feelings that you have when you're in your 20s. And, there's a lot of moments of that. So
that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. I love it. That's so cool. I feel you on all that stuff about not caring about, I'm the same, like I was signed in 1993 or 4, I don't know, ages ago. All of those tropes of like, you can't do this, you can't be that. But I never fitted any of that anyway. So I was always willfully, secretly just, no.
It's always your own thing, Yeah.
But now I'm like,
that's
I'm so
great.
stoked to be where I'm at, because it's like, it just comes with age anyway. Like you just reject all that noise anyway at some point.
I think so, yeah. And is that like, because I know your latest record, it took like, how long was it? Like, years,
this is not great. 15 years.
No, that's fine, because I always have big gaps between my records too. Like, but it's funny because like when you're getting interviewed by journalists, they love mentioning it.
Right.
Like, what have you been doing for the last 5 years or something? And I'm like, what do you mean? I've got a kid. I'm living my life.
Yeah. 5 years can go like that.
It's like nothing, 15. Especially when you've got a child. It's like,
Yeah.
But yeah, like I just want to know about your record actually. Like, do you feel like talking about it?
I don't mind.
Okay.
That's okay. No, it's okay. I'm proud of it. It just came out. It's my first really like full album of originals, and in 15 years, but also it's like an independent album. So, I was like out for the count for 15 years. Like, not only was I raising like my family, 3 children, and but I think maybe there is about what you're saying about how you feel in the industry. It's not. I wasn't gagging to get back in there. It's not my favorite thing. But it's nice to have a new album that's independent and just doing things in my own way and in my own time.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And did you make the record in Paris? Is that right?
Yeah, we sort of broke the back of it there, and because I'd been so domestic for 15 years that I wanted to get out of the house, like get away from, and songs that I'd written years ago, I finished, but there's something about taking them out of your, mundane environment and realising that they're not as bad as, they're better than you think they are.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
We were our own harshest critics all day.
But that was I'm not proud of this. It is a 15-year rabbit hole. But
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, though. It's
I couldn't do it any quicker.
No, exactly. And you do it when you feel ready.
Yeah.
It's like, I remember the pressure for me after my first record to like pump something out immediately, and something pretty much identical. Like everyone wanted the same, just the same as my first record.
Yeah.
And I was like, just in a horrible mental place. Like I wasn't expecting any type of success. I don't think my personality was ever built for it.
Totally hear all that, yeah.
I never fit into any of the boxes they were trying to put me into.
Yeah.
I was a bit dorky, weird. I walk funny. I've got like a funny gait when I walk. Like I remember we're shooting music videos. I remember going, just try walking differently. And I'm like, this is my walk, man. This is how I walk. Like I've got bad posture. I'm hunched over. Like low self-esteem. This is me, man. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, we've all had our horrible things in the past with the music industry, unfortunately, especially women. And I think after that first record, I toured it straight for 2 years. I was so over it. I was just like, I don't want to make a record now. But I was really getting pushed to, and I ended up just going, because I made my second record in France. I was like, I just disappeared into Provence and with my friend Pascal, and like I was like, I just want to make a rock record. Cool. I really want to make some fuzzed out album that reflects how I'm feeling right now, which is like boxed in and anxious.
Was that Paris is Burning?
No, that's the first record.
That's the first record.
Yeah,
okay.
so Anxiety was the second record.
Okay.
Named because of the absolutely bad eggs. But that took like 4.5 years, after the first one. So each of my records has kind of had like 4 years in between.
Yeah. No, that sounds like the right pace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just do it when I think, there shouldn't be a time limit on it.
For sure. Yeah.
That's
why I like you. I just I can tell that. I don't know much about you. Like you say, we've only spoken briefly, but I sense all that stuff, and I really empathise with it. Like I can feel like all the same things, It's kind of textbook in a way.
It is.
But what I love about you is your stuff is also consistent, and it's always you. And you know what I mean? Like that's
you could put your voice. Yeah, I feel like that with you as well. Like you could put your voice to any genre of music, and it'll be Bic Runga. You know?
Right. Sure, yeah.
Because like your new record is like, I hear Giorgio Moroder like. ESG even.
I love ESG. Giorgio Moroder. Yeah, cool.
Like
thanks.
Beatles even in your songwriting. Like
thanks,
it's sonically beautiful. It just it's
cool.
a really great record.
You.
The fretless bass on it. Is that Cass?
Actually, everything except for one track is me and Cody. We're playing.
Amazing. Was he actually playing with the fretless bass? So I could hear what sounded like a fretless bass.
It's probably just bass with chorus on it, or it's probably a synth. But Cody and I, when we met, like my partner Cody Nelson, he was in a band called the Mint Chicks, and he loves you too, by the way.
I love Cody.
The Mint Chicks toured with Two Lane Blacktop.
Yeah, we did lots of shows together. I've even got an old poster that says Two Lane Blacktop and the Mint Chicks.
Oh, cool.
From back in the day. Yeah. I was just telling my girlfriend that I think Cody's the best front man of New Zealand's ever had.
I know. Well, I'll tell him.
Yeah.
It's nice. Yeah. Thank you for saying that. He is amazing, but there's so much more to him. So when I met him, we were just like, he was like almost like the boy version of me. Like he had this bass guitar, and I had the same one, and like this drum kit, and I had the same one in a different color, and all, so we just made the record by ourselves.
Awesome.
Pretty much, except for one bass part which his brother did, and we just like working like that. It's great. It's just really fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. And did you guys like rent out a studio in Paris?
We just rented a house, and there was a piano there, and we brought the kids, and he brought equipment.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. We just it was once we decided that we had to do it, and that we got it done. Because it's weird how you can make all sorts of weird excuses for so long, and then but once you make the decision, it's quite easy after that.
Yeah, I don't know if you're the same, but I've always felt very intimidated in actual recording studios.
Yes.
I love home studio setups and like studios out the back of someone's house. Or like I feel so much more comfortable. Like I've always felt like when you go to a studio that's got like engineers and there's like a million people milling around, I'm always like, I feel intimidated.
Actually when I met Cody, one of the things that when I realised that he was really cool was that he was sort of saying something about studios. When you go into a studio, they're sort of giving you a sort of industry standard sound, like this is correct recording, and then you've got to start from there, and you don't want it to overload or anything, but do you maybe want it to overload, you know.
Yeah.
So he was always about like the production being built into just the right from the start.
Pascal, who I did my we actually did first and second record together. He always used to say to me in his like French accent, "More is more."
More
like,
is more.
Yeah. Like
love
you
it.
put as much as you can in,
Yeah.
production, and then you can strip it back
Nice.
to whatever you want.
Cool.
So like, I always
Yeah.
loved that. You know, I don't know. I loved that. I've always applied that since then. I kind of felt like I was almost like his like apprentice or something. Like I watched his every move and I really learned from Pascal.
Amazing.
Like so I've always applied that to this day to everything I do.
I'm Pioneer and this is Glow. All Aussie, all Kiwi, all good.
What has Pascal done? I did look him up. He's had quite a few hits.
Yeah. He used to be in a he's kind of like an old school 80s, 90s dance producer.
Right.
So he did a theme from S Express, which is a big like house tune in the UK. He did Bomb the Bass, Kylie Minogue, Danny Minogue, Dido.
Yes.
All those sorts of
Amazing.
era. Yeah.
Cool.
And then myself, and he worked with like Miss Kittens, a French DJ, and Little Boots as well, who is a UK synth sort of pop star. Yeah.
Cool. I love that about you, and I'm really curious to know, because I do think of you as a guitarist, you know. I mean, I remember that association with the Datsuns and two-lane blacktop, and I know that you've really paid your dues on the road, and I really respect that. But then there's that other side of you that could just make a banging house track.
Oh yeah,
and
I
so
love it.
like, how do you marry those two things? Because I really, that's always a conundrum for me too.
Yes.
Like, do I want to be this kind of sad acoustic thing, or do I want to make some kind of guilty pleasure like disco thing?
Exactly.
What do you do?
Well, I think there's no rules. Like
Yeah.
Pascal was one of the people that told me back in the day, like, doesn't matter what you do, Pip, you'll always sound like Ladyhawke.
Yeah.
So I always thought, well, you know, I can apply kind of anything to my voice and it will still be Ladyhawke because I'm still making it.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, shredding was something I was always known for back in the day. So I know there are a lot of Ladyhawke fans who don't really know that side of me. Like I always play guitar on stage, but not like I did in Two Lane Blacktop. Like that was my only thing in Two Lane Blacktop was lead guitar. I didn't have to sing or anything. So I could fully concentrate. But yeah, there's definitely that side of me that's been I've been wanting to start a band basically that's like kind of 70s metal, almost like kind of like what King Gizzard do with what was it? Infest the Rat's Nest, that record they did. They're a great band for not being put in a box. They can do any genre. In fact, they do every genre. They did a whole microtonal album, like every single record. They sometimes release 4 a year.
Right.
And
that's cool.
Yeah, and they've done 2 metal records, but it's very 70s influenced and and I feel like I would love to start a project like that that's all female.
Yeah.
And
nice.
make, you know, shredding songs.
Yeah.
So there's that is still bubbling up in me, and I keep thinking, man, am I too old for that? And I'm like, no, shut up, Pip. That's the old ways.
Yeah.
You know.
That's the thing about being the age we are. It's like, I've got so much rage. It's not funny. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like going through teenagehood again. You're just, it's kind of like another metamorphosis of like, oh no, that's all rubbish. That's all rubbish. You know, like all the things that that you're forced into, and it's like, there's lots to rage against. So I think that
so much to rage against right now. Like I'm feeling it too. Like even weird. Like I'm, you know, I can be pretty chill, but this morning I was like about ready to like fuck some shit up because this is so bad. The guy forgot my scone. Like I was like waiting with my coffee, and I was like, I could see the scone sitting there, and I'm just like, come on, I'm bubbling up with anger. Who is this person? Like,
it's so funny.
Knocks a little bit of salt over, and like that's my rage.
Up. Yeah, you need that. What was the guitar you said you've got?
Gibson Explorer.
Oh yeah, you need your Gibson Explorer.
Yeah, black and white. I think it's 1989, cool. So it was like vintage when I bought it as well. And it was just always with me in Two Lane Blacktop. That was my guitar I was known for. And then I've decided to Tom Healy, who is an amazing New Zealand producer and writer. He's who I've done my new record with, and
oh great, so he works with Tiny Ruins.
Yes, yeah.
Great.
So Tom, and I did part of it with Nick Littlemore as well.
Oh yes, he's amazing.
Yeah. So
he's from Empire of the Sun as well.
Yeah, so he's
amazing.
We actually started the record together, and then me and Tom did the rest of it. But yeah, Tom's restored my explorer, so I'm going to get it back out on the road
That's great.
with Ladyhawke.
Yay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hopefully do
That's
some
great.
finger tapping.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, you're a guitarist too, though.
Rage
Do you ever want to...
Yeah, I'm not as good at guitar as you. I lament that I've never played a solo in my life. Like,
There's
I'm
still
too
time,
scared.
Meg.
Yeah, like that's a big hang up actually. And it's okay when you're young and just like, oh yeah, I can play a little bit of guitar. But like, I'm older now, so I'm like, I better get like my skill set up to where I should be. You know,
Maybe you
like
should be my metal band.
yeah, fully,
Yeah.
absolutely. But
We
I
could do guitar minis.
guitar minis.
Yeah, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, I love, say, that band Television. I
Yes.
love the way the two guitars work together.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's so much you could explore with guitars.
Yeah.
And-
I mean,
and-
that style of guitar, like from like Marky Moon, Like,
Yeah.
I reckon that's what the Strokes were
Yeah, for
influenced
sure.
by, because they did
Absolutely.
that same like
Yeah.
that sort of speaking to each other guitar
Absolutely.
almost.
Yeah, cool. But also, you know, like you say, 70s rock and stuff. Like, deep down, my favourite band is Deep Purple. Like,
Same. Oh my god, I was in the Two Lane Blacktop days. That was like all I listened to. Like, I have so much on vinyl.
Yeah,
like,
cool.
Yeah.
The album I probably thrashed most, apart from Led Zeppelin in high school, was a live album by Deep Purple, live in Japan. And,
Yes.
you know, I just there's that little bogan in me that just always wants to do that stuff
Yeah,
as well. You
yeah.
know, but then yeah. Anyway,
I am going to hit you up about that.
yeah,
This could be the
That's so
opportunity.
cool.
This could be
How
our moment to
funny.
shred.
yeah, it's good. Can you tell me more about the new record? Who's putting it out, and what are some of the themes and songs that are coming out first? Have you got a single lined up?
We've just I work with BMG, and I
Great.
license it through my own record label called Mid-Century Records, and I sort of I think that's something that all artists should do. I set up my own company 10 years ago now, maybe more, as a vehicle to be able to license my album, so I own the masters, because I think
Yes.
because I don't for my first couple of records,
Right.
and it's
This is all I know. All this
it's screwed
firsthand,
me.
understand this.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not good, but it is positive now that I have this. You know, I've had this in place for the last 10 years. Anyway, that aside. So the record's finished. It's mastered. I'm just doing the artwork at the moment with Sarah Larnick, who's me and her have collaborated on all my albums from the very beginning. So the label and sort of everyone involved in my team, we've all chosen our favourite 5 songs, and it's
great.
actually all. Everyone's kind of chosen the same ones. So
great.
it's really good.
I really want to hear this.
It's
When is it out?
we don't have a date yet.
Okay.
But I'm supposed to be filming a video soon, and
Awesome.
yeah, it's funny. Like myself and my manager Lani, I know we're like really driving. It's like feels quite. I've really put myself in amongst it for the first time.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm trying to be more loud and
cool.
part of everything. I sort of was a bit submissive, I think, in the past, and thought everyone else had my best interests at heart, when I think it's only me at the end of the day that
Oh, you're doing my head in. This is so true.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I have to
Fully,
get
man.
across everything myself. I have to learn how to do bloody accounts, you know, like
Right.
it's so hard, but at the end of the day, I've got to look out for my stuff, and you know, so yeah,
Cool.
so I think, you know, the way my brain works, it's all a bit like, oh, when's everything? I've got to, you know, write a list, or like, like my partner made me get a physical diary, because I'm like really bad with organising and planning, and so I'm not sure. This year, it's going to come out this year.
Yeah. Okay, great. Cool. No, that's good.
Yeah.
You can do this. That's great. And
Yes.
it will be amazing because of that. And it's just lots of details, eh? It's like you just have to TCB all the time.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
constant.
Everything is like
Yeah.
that, and
Like right down to like going to the printer and like making sure the colours are right. It's just so
Yes.
many things. But
yeah.
but you can do it. Like
Yes.
it's good. It's
Yeah.
gonna be really good.
I'm
so
really
excited
trying to
for
be
you.
more assertive. That's my new mantra for this year, is
Right.
being more assertive. I'm not a very assertive person, so
I love seeing Lani, because Lani was the bass player in LMNOP, and she's
Yep.
your manager
Yes.
now. And I just saw how she came in and was like, she really had your back, like just checked everything. And
yes.
so having someone like that is everything, eh? Like you
Yes.
feel like you can just be yourself, like, and someone's got you,
and Lani's come from the music side of things as well, and we've known each other for a long time. We sort of only became close friends in the last 5 years. She was my tour manager first.
Yeah, cool.
And it's just so important to have somebody you trust, and I've honestly had my trust broken so many times.
Yeah, no, fully.
That it's to the point where I'm like, let's just keep it tight knit and close.
Yeah,
and so that's what's happening with this record. And I guess if we're talking about songs, it's all, I'll tell you some influences, I guess, like I think it's been hugely influenced by Justice and Daft Punk.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's some Justice, Daft Punk, a lot of French house influences.
Awesome.
But like with a sort of, I don't know, modern, I don't know how to use the word modern, but like it is kind of more of a modern twist on it, I guess. Like I wanted it to sound saturated and edgy.
Excellent.
Everything's saturated, the sounds, the colours, everything in my mind is saturated.
Yay.
Love like
it.
some burnt piece of film or something, melty. I don't know. It's like, so
that's cool.
I'm trying to think of a song to talk about. I have a song called Acid Rain, and I think that's going to be maybe the lead single. And I remember when I was a kid, this might be the same for you, I don't know, but when I was a kid growing up in the 80s, I remember learning about pollution and learning about acid rain. And that was like, that was, for me as a kid, that was the pinnacle of the earth turning to shit, was when there was acid rain. Like we were talking about anger. Acid rain is where I really talk about my anger. Like we have absolutely obliterated this planet. The billionaires are ruining everything. I could go on forever about this, but I pour out my anger into acid rain. So that's
cool.
Wow.
I can't wait to hear it.
I think that there are undertones of that throughout the whole record, like me just being really frustrated at the state of the world right now.
I mean, like the tone of music generally sounds really like manicured and safe and like almost conforming, like I don't know. So I want to hear some. Well,
that was what I was saying actually. I love how in your record in Red Sunset you've left in the breaths. That's what I love. Like people cut those out now.
Oh right.
Yeah, and I was just talking with Bic, like people cut them out now, so it's just like you don't hear the human element anymore. And I was, because I'm a breathy singer anyway, so all my breaths are always like, because I'm kind of out of breath all the time when I sing, so I'm always like, but I quite like hearing, it sounds human, and it sounds like you can hear yourself almost like pondering the next emotion that you're about,
cool.
Thanks. So I love
great.
that. That's human, and I think that's exactly what you were just saying, like, people are very quick to edit out every little blemish. You know what I mean? Like every little thing, if I go out of tone or something, I'm like, leave it in. It's cool. Like I'm not a perfect singer. I was always a guitarist, never a singer. So don't try and like make my vocal perfect because it never will be. So
no, that's right. I find that stuff that's a little bit like raw actually ages better. Like
me too.
Rawness is actually a really timeless quality. It's part of like. It's putting kind of the nature into your music sort of. I've actually used on this record as well, in a couple of songs I've used a vintage auto-tune box. Oh wow.
To pitch my vocal right down so I sound low.
Wow.
Because I thought,
like an analog one,
it's like Tom has so much cool analog gear, and he's got like the old Daft Punk one. He's got a cool one from back in the day. I can't remember what it's called. I should be more onto it, but I don't remember the name. And so we've got a song where I'm just like, you're in a dream, when you're trying to scream in a dream, and it's just like, I wanted the song to be, it's the last song on the record actually, and I wanted the sentiment to be like the sun is setting on this moment. And so my voice is like pitched so far down, it's quite haunting.
Wow, that sounds great. It does the time does feel like screaming in a dream.
Yes, it does. I
can't wait to hear this. It's gonna go off. I can tell, like feeling the.
I just hope people connect with it.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's great.
I think I was so fueled by anxiety a lot of the time in my early career. It informed how I dealt with every situation. So I self-medicated. So I was just kind of like not there.
Right.
I've been going through old footage. I've got hard drives. You might have the same, like of old digital camera footage from my first record, like just following me around everywhere. And I just like, I cried the other day, like, because I don't look there, and I'm unhappy, and I'm getting told all these things like, do this, do that, smile more, look happy, jump up and down, like, and I'm just looking like I'm dying on the inside.
Yeah. No,
it's so grim.
I know all this. I know what you're saying. I understand all this. It's so crazy. I've got like ADAT tapes of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And but to be honest, I haven't looked at them. Like I haven't really truly faced them. But
it's quite hard.
And just going back to what you're saying about the individuals that you trusted, and I don't know, like anytime you think of an industry standard or something that's considered standard or normal, if they're able to hide behind the name of a company or something, and then they just sort of qualify it like that, like that's not normal. Like it's actually individual people that need to like address what they do for a living, like does that sit well with you ultimately, that there's this wake of kind of exploited people that, and what I don't, especially in New Zealand where we're so small, and it's a small talent pool, and it's a really valuable talent pool. It's like a natural resource of this really small country, and like just to sort of stamp out talent like that, it's a
amazing,
waste. It's like a bummer.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty crazy.
I'm Lady Six. This is Glow, all Kiwi or Aussie, all good.
When I was first sort of coming up in the music, it's such a weird thing to say, but when I was like, getting buzz around my demos as Ladyhawke, I remember I knew nothing about, I'd always been in indie bands, and like, I was a guitarist and teenager with Nick Littlemore, and I was sort of always more so behind the scenes, like I did all the, the road trips and the tours and all that stuff, but I never had to deal with labels or anything like that, or managers. It was always someone else did it, and then so I guess when I first got introduced to record labels, and when they first started showing me they saw me as a product, I thought that was how it was. I didn't know any different, and I thought that was how they acted was normal, and being told all these things was normal. And now that I'm older, I'm like, I was looked at as a product, and I think now that people still are looked at as a product when you're making music, and it's quite hard to think of yourself like that, especially when I look back on my younger self and realise how no one really looked at the people making up the contracts that you end up signing. It's not like they're going, this is going to really set Pip up for the future. It's like, this is really going to set our company up for the, it's a weird thing.
It is. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, the thing is, like, I just love musicians. I really love them. Like, I just think they're just so, anyone that chooses to do it is like just so precious to me. I just think they're so cool. Like, especially songwriters, and just, I don't know, like, just the devaluing of what's happened to music is it's just been devalued, and like, so to the point where they make you feel like you're the crazy one. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like, but
exactly.
Actually, every musician I know is so like clever, prescient, like they've got heart. You know what I mean? Like, but so the more of that voice that kind of is really important. Like, otherwise, like, we're kind of just in trouble. The musician, like, I was talking to Cody about it the other day, and we were just joking. He was like, what is the job of the musician? It's to keep the whole planet sane.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
exactly.
Yeah, it is.
And
like,
to mark
music's important.
Moments. Like, music is a marker for moments in your life. Like, a song will come on and it brings me right back to the time that I was listening to the It's like it's so important.
It's so important, and it's been like undervalued, and we're made to feel like we're like crazy for like you know what I mean. Like, I think that's a real
and also
problem.
Like we don't have a real job. That's what gets me, is when that mentality is that musicians and artists, that's not a real job, and it's like, it's so hard. It's so hard being a musician and being an artist, and it's like, when that's what you do, it's because it's the only thing, like, it's my only thing. Like, I love it so much, I couldn't do anything else.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. That's so true about my 13-year-old was listening to that song, Every Breath You Take, on the radio, and I could see this wave of something go over her, and I was like, what do you know this song? And she's like, oh yeah, they played this at our going away party for primary school or intermediate school, and so it really conjured that memory of that feeling, and I was like, that's amazing. So that's not nothing, I mean, it's really special. So because it's so priceless, it's easy to kind of think it's worth nothing. It's like priceless, worth nothing. It's like and so it's really convenient for the industry to devalue it and give us mental health hotlines because we're crazy. But all that stuff really bothers me, because I just think musicians should actually be running the world.
So do I. I think the same. And I just see like the funding that goes into sports in this country. Like I get it, sports, whatever, but music, like look how much amazing music we've produced, with such bad funding. Like to be honest, like when we need more funding as a country. We need more arts funding, more music funding. We just do. And I see on the news, they're kicking up a stink because the government didn't fund Sale GP, and I'm like, oh, how about putting all those millions of dollars into the arts? We're one of the most incredible pools of talent here. Like the amount of good artists we produce per capita is insane. And like the funding, the people who fund us, it's incredible that we have access to that. But imagine how much more we could do if we had more funding, if APRA was funded more by the government, if New Zealand on Air was funded more. Like we just, there's so much more we could do, bringing it to schools. Like, it's just something I think about a lot.
No, absolutely. Yeah, New Zealand on Air did a, kind of a paper on, how to make things better. And actually, it was Victoria Kelly who wrote it and researched it. She thought that our New Zealand audience kind of needed more, like, just more knowledge, of how to appreciate music, because then there's a depth of, like, the audience sort of needs to know more about music, basically, like in schools. And so you have because music's, hundreds of years old, and for it to be sort of like simplified down so much when there's so much to know about it, like, and appreciate the appreciation of music more, and what it can do for you, like, as a kid, and your brain and your emotions. I don't know, just all of that stuff. Just sort of, it's getting too basic now, sort of.
Yes. Yeah. And the way music therapy as well can unlock a patient with dementia. It can make them wake up from that. I think that's like incredible. The power of music. It's I just think it's like, I don't know. It's everything.
Is there something that you wish you'd known back then?
I wish, yes, there is actually, and I think about this a lot.
Do you?
Yeah, because I feel who I am now, and I wish I could tell myself back then that I'm awesome and I'm a really good person and I'm good at what I do.
Yeah,
because
that's so cool.
I had no self-esteem. I was just like crippled by anxiety and depression, and I just wish I could tell myself that. I wish I could go back in time and be like, you're so awesome. Like, you're a really good person. You're good at what you do. Believe in yourself.
Great. That's so great.
What about you?
And likewise, I do remember, I think of that, you've always got that inner dialogue in your head. That inner dialogue for me was like online from 4, but really strong at 11. And then like that's when I started playing the drums and started wanting to be a musician.
Me too.
Yeah.
I started drums at 11. Yeah.
That's great. So I just sort of like sometimes talk to that person, because it's almost like that person still exists. So, but I do sometimes think just know that it works out. You're so strong, and you'll get there, like it's all in you, and it's on you to do it, know.
I want to know what your favorite song is from Red Sunset.
It's really cool having a new record out, and I think maybe my favorite songs off my record are like Red Sunset and I don't know, Paris in the Rain, and but I just can't wait to make another one. Like I just feel like once you get your confidence back and you've got the momentum starting, you can't stop.
Do
You
it
just
now.
like, it's really, I think
Get
it's
into
already
it.
time to move on. It's
Yeah.
like that quick,
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Like my record's finished, but me and Tom are already like, let's just keep going.
Yeah.
We might as well keep going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's right. You know who else would want to be in that band is Kimbra.
Would she?
Yeah, she. I've had a
Amazing.
conversation with Kimbra about how she would love to be in a metal band.
Oh my God, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny.
Would
yeah.
Cody produce it?
Yeah, he would. Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. That would be huge.
Yeah, I love it. So yeah, band practice soon. Eh?
Yeah.
We have to get together.
Yeah.
We'll get that
We
diary
get
out.
some riffs going.
Yeah.
I got my physical diary. It's blue.
Yeah.
Collins 2026.
Cool. Thanks, Pip. I've really enjoyed talking to you.
Thank you so
You're
much.
Just
This
the
is
greatest.
Yeah, this has been great, and I feel like we need to do this again.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Gordy. This is Glow. All Aussie, all Kiwi, all good.